Good evening and welcome to another episode of What Do You Hunt? Thank you everybody for joining us tonight. I have some guests here that are going to make an appearance in just a moment, but first I would very much like to thank everybody who was on the show last week. Skeps Comic Knowledge, Comic Man Andy, and Bearded Comic Bro. It was a big pleasure having them on, talking about what they like to hunt and what books they're going for this year and the way that they go about it. So to bring on our guests for this evening, our first guest is the host of the Nerd News and co-host of the Shakers List with Lords of the Long Box, Discovery Bay, JB.
Hey, how you doing, man? Thanks for the nice intro, man. You hit me off guard with that. Yeah, that's a new thing. I'm really pumped on that Lord show. Yeah. Every Thursday, man, the Shakers List is crazy, that list.
It is, man. I caught last week's show today, and I was really surprised. I mean, I thought it was really cool and actually opened my eyes a lot more to what Cover Price actually has to offer. In terms of that, it's not just another GPA or go collect. There's actually, there's some other intrinsic benefits there that I think people can really get behind.
Oh, you can get lost in the numbers on that site, man. Lost in the numbers. Oh my goodness.
Well, I'm glad to see that you're expanding and you're enterprising and you're joining a very popular YouTube group. That's fantastic.
Thanks.
So our second guest is the host of Inquiring Minds and the YouTube sports show, The Johnson Show. And he was the first runner-up in the Comigori's Champ of Champs, Hialeah Comic Bro.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I love it. First runner-up.
I love it. Cheers. Cheers. You got a little dig right in the first runner-up. Cheers to first runner-up. There you go.
There you go.
Awesome, man. Thanks for having me.
Not a problem, man. Not a problem. I haven't caught the Johnson show yet, but I hear that that actually it's a pretty cool show. I just I'm a sports fan. I'm just not so much into basketball and such, but
it's okay. It's all right. It's just a good time hanging out with guys talking sports, man. It don't get much better than that, unless you're talking comics.
Right. Yeah. That's what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
At least that's why we're here tonight, right?
Yeah.
So our final guest, actually, he needs no introduction.
Yeah.
He's the hardest working man on YouTube, and I mean that with all my heart. One half of the Mega Power Hour and superstar of Tony Sanders' The Hunt, the Immortal Biggieshaq. You with us, Biggie?
Mic check. Mic check. Is that mic working? Give me the mic check.
I can't see myself on the screen yet. That's weird. But what's up, everybody? Glad to be here.
He's the silent half of Mega Power.
Oh yeah. Are you watching the StreamYard? Are you watching the? Are you? Yeah. We can hear you. Stop watching the YouTube. God damn it! Come on, man.
Am I watching YouTube?
You are. You can't be watching the StreamYard. You're watching the YouTube.
I'm in the thing. It says I'm backstage.
You're in the show,
live, man. You're live. Don't believe the hype.
Live.
All right, now I see myself. Okay, what's up, everybody? Dude, your man, Biggieshaq, brother. I'm here to show y'all and tell y'all what it's like to hunt, dude.
Oh,
and that's why you're here.
That's right.
Right.
Very cool.
Y'all wouldn't believe my end of it. If you saw my end of it, you would understand. It was just me and a black screen. I was just
the black
no worries.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank all three of you for coming on tonight and working your schedules, because I know you guys are all very busy, and I do mean that. You guys are all very busy. Most of you have multiple shows, whether you host them or you don't, but you guys are always on, and we love watching you. So that's one of the reasons why we wanted you on.
Thank you.
Very cool.
Thank you.
We are also joined by some friends in the chat.
We've
got Kachoon showing up, and I'm going to assume Delphia is somewhere watching. JP's Budget Collect. He caught that part. Comic Books NYC, Kavi, who just hit
Congratulations.
1,000 subscribers.
Yeah. Cheers to Kavi.
Absolutely, brother. Yeah.
Well deserved, my friend.
Cheers.
Everybody,
well deserved.
Glass up for Kavi is a hell of a accomplishment.
Yes.
And very understated. Perry Comics is lurking. Right on. As long as I'm being rebroadcast, it's all good. Ben Compton's here.
Ben.
All right. So, how's everybody doing tonight?
Oh man, I'm great, man.
Does everybody have a beverage?
I'm in fine form tonight. We have all.
Hey man, when you
I got ready for this show, man. I'll tell you, just so everyone could, because I'm stiff. I've had this crick in the neck all day long. So there's only one real way to get rid of a crick in the neck.
Alcohol. Yeah, I agree.
Cheers to you, my friend. Cheers to you.
A crick in the wrist.
I was going to say, whenever I saw this panel you put together, dude, I can't help but say I was excited and anticipating, brother, getting on this show. So thank you for having me with my homies.
Absolutely.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, I mean, like, when I put these shows together, I'm trying very hard to make sure that I'm putting the guests together with people that either they know well and people they don't know as well, but people who have similar collecting styles based on what I've watched of their YouTube shows and broadcasts, and when they're on other people's shows and such. So yeah, I just want to make sure that everybody's comfortable, everybody's having fun, and everybody's having a good time. Because the King in the North wants to make sure that everybody's having a good time.
I just gotta say that we were gonna hang out half an hour to 15 minutes before this show.
Yeah, we were,
and we had some difficulties.
We did,
and then we were.
You gotta roll with.
I don't know what
you
that
gotta
was.
roll with the punches, Lucha. What are you doing,
about?
brother? Get him.
I don't even. He doesn't know what you're talking about. God, just kind of.
And then.
Why can't he just pipe it up?
We were talking about, let's put it like a 9:30, 6:30 Pacific.
Yeah.
He just kicks us out, and we're going live, and it's on. No,
it's on.
Nothing.
Well,
no setup or nothing. No, just roll with it.
Yeah,
we roll with it. That's what makes it better. The live, we just gonna go. No script.
No script. Save it for the show. Save it.
Hold up.
Save it for the show.
Since you said it, the worst part is that he told us, like, show up early so we can go over it.
Right?
Then when we get here,
at least 15 minutes early. Scolding, get the scolding. At least 15 minutes early.
Old news. Come on, we got to move on with the show.
All right, let's go. Let's get it. We're over it.
All right.
Biggie, since you were late, you got to go first.
Yeah.
All right.
Go first, Biggie. You go first.
I'm not late.
You were the last one in.
Like 20 seconds behind y'all.
It's all good. So first I want to start off with let's get kind of an idea of what are you guys looking for this year, and then we'll kind of get into some more of the details. Biggieshaq, you were late. What are you looking for, man? Sorry.
I'm looking. Okay, no, I got this. I came prepared, brother. I'm saying,
sweet.
What I'm looking for specifically is to take itty bitty bangers and turn them into bigger, medium sized boom bangers. So what I'm saying is like I got like little $10 joints to $50 joints. You know what I'm saying? Couple some of them puppies together. Try to
write that down. We gotta write that down. Hold on, Biggie. Boom bangers, and we gotta put some production behind that, right? We gotta get the big old fist bump on that.
Yeah, big bangers. What was
it? Bitty boom bangers.
Big boom bangers.
So you get those, you sell a few of those, and you get your little $300, $500 joints.
Okay.
Since now that I tasted like a multi-$100 book, like that's all that can crave my taste now, dude. I need like a $200-$300 book.
It's just raising you're raising the bar. You're raising the bar, but you're not being specific. I like how you're giving us the narrative of the banger, but you haven't really. Are you afraid to give the community the nugget of information of what you're hunting again?
Yeah, no, we'll get into the style, right? We'll get into the how you hunt, but
I'll tell you what books I want. All right, I am probably going. I gotta say 3 books. I can't just say one. So
all right,
I want an ASM 14 straight up. I want the Green Goblin banger, baby. I gotta get that. I gotta get that. That Action 242. First Brainiac.
Yeah.
That's a bitch. That's a big boy bitch. But the one that just pisses me off, bro. It just pisses me off is that GSX, bro.
Oh yeah, that one's tough. And speaking of GSX, I know somebody else.
Fucking A.
I'm sorry to get one too. But it's the worst one, bro. It's like the biggest pain in the ass.
JB, you had one.
Yeah, but it wasn't right for me. There was something. This is the GSX-1 is one of the 10 that I'm taking into the casket.
Into the crypt.
I'm taking it into the casket with me. It's one of the 10.
So I wanted it to be right.
And it doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be 9.8. But I wanted it to present well. I would have even taken a lower number as long as the colors were good, because his shoulders faded up.
Shoulder, right?
Colossus's faded shoulder.
You sold that to Kenny, right?
I did sell it to Kenny, yeah.
And it was a beautiful book.
Oh yeah, beyond that, it was good. Yeah, I got a good deal on it. I passed it along.
I remind him of that all the time. I'm like, dude, that was your best pickup last year, bro.
That was probably
that's one of your top 3.
Yeah, that and the
it was a 5, right?
I could contribute to somebody's top 3.
That was really nice of you, though, Discovery, bro.
Oh man,
you're gonna get yours.
I'm
sure,
man.
Discovery.
Comic karma is real, man. I've been using that from the beginning.
Books come back. Books come around.
Got it. Books come back. They do.
It totally does. So what else, JB? You got GSX #1.
What am I hunting?
Yeah,
hunting.
Are you hunting GSX #1 like Biggie?
Yes. No, I'm actively hunting. I've actually reached out to a couple of people, and said, hey, I'm ready. I'm going to buy this book this year. It's going to happen again this year. Now I'm going to pay a little bit more because I know, you know what I'm looking for. I want it to present really well. So I'm going to get me a nice GSX-1. I'm going to get a nice statue this year. I haven't decided which one it is, but I'm going to get a nice gem mint style big boy statue.
Ooh, nice.
And then I'm always on the hunt for the birthday book, man. I'll tell you, I've been all over Biggie's post. Them 20 centers, man. 20 centers in October. You need to open them up. If they from 1972.
Oh yeah, crack that book open.
I got you playing, bro.
You got to look inside. You got to see if it's got that stamp.
Yeah, you got to. And I've been hunting birthday books, man. I love it. I think it's a lot of fun. They're not all that expensive, but those are the 3 major things that I'm working on.
Which one's your main birthday book that came out?
Which was the main birthday book? I got what started it? What's the big book? The one that I haven't gotten yet, probably.
Or which the big book that came out for your birthday? For your birthday month. Do you know which book it is?
Yeah, I got a bunch of them now, man. I got. As a matter of fact, Kavi sent me a birthday book slabbed. Fantastic Four 114, I believe it is. Oh man, my neck is freaking killing me. I put them all away. Yeah, I actually put them all away. But you know what I did do? Interestingly enough. Is I don't know how you guys on your list. I got my Bronze Age stuff that I've been chasing, right? Because I love that era. The Marvel 2-in-1s, the Marvel team ups, and then of course you got your ASM, your Avengers, the stuff that I was trying to finish for my dad's run. I'm still kind of working on that, but I started circling what the birthday books are on each of these so that I can hunt them, and I'm doing really well. I just picked up Amazing Spider-Man this year, which was 113. Nice. I picked up Avengers this year, which was 104. I picked up Fantastic Four from Kavi, which was 127. So you got Bronze Hero, right? Is what you're trying to knock out. So you're trying to get those filler runs. All right, right on. So G.I. Joe, the Star Wars.
What is there any other large books that you're looking for? Any grails or anything like that? You put
the grail. I think this year is going to be that GSX-1, and then when you talk about the hunt, I think we all need to be honest with ourselves. I'm constantly hunting the deal.
No, absolutely. I'm an opportunity buyer through and through, right?
Deal. I am a big time opportunity buyer, and if it falls in my lap or I see it, that's the hunt. Yeah, that's always the hunt. What's the nice opportunity buy? So, that's what I got going on this year.
It's a great point.
The thing about that is you always go for those opportunities, and then when the big boy book comes, it's like you don't got the funds, That happens.
Oh, these things flip pretty quick. I mean, it seems like if you want to move a book, like, I don't know, you just get your money back on a GSX-1, you could move it over pretty quick.
Yeah, those
anything in your collection that you want, you could probably look at and go, hey, let me send one guy an IG and say, hey, are you interested in one of these? Oh, boom! And it's, so you can raise money really quick.
Yeah. You know what really kills it for me? The YouTube auctions. It's like,
I feel, I don't know how much you spend until, you get to the end of the weekend because it was $55 on Thursday and $65 on Friday and 110 on Saturday and 180 on Sunday. And then you go, holy shit, man, what the fuck did I do this weekend?
I think that my problem is I try to find reasons to buy books. So I'll be like, oh my God, look at the deal on this. It's so much under GPA. Oh, this is a great book. And I just got
you talk yourself into it real good, don't you?
Huh?
You talk yourself into it really good, don't you?
Yeah, I
can't pass this up. It's a deal of a lifetime.
Yeah. I do that too much. I do it way too much, bro.
That's true. So, Hialeah, Raul, what are you hunting this year? What's your go-to?
Okay, last year I started selling for the first time, and I picked up a ton of good books. Right?
You got the bug, didn't you?
I got the bug. So now, what's happening is I'm sending a lot of stuff to CGC, and I'm just waiting for those books to come back to fill the war chest.
Yeah,
to put them out. But then the thing is that I'm finding is I'm getting books back, and I kind of want to hold on to them, or it's not the right time to sell yet. It's not the right time to sell. So I really haven't bought anything big. I think since like maybe August of last year. I bought a Spider-Man 101, and I think that's the last book I actually spent good money on. But I'm doing the same thing, man. I'm gonna start selling. I don't think I'm gonna get anything until probably later on in the year, maybe the summer, because I just need these books to come back. Because I got a lot. I got like 40 books at CGC.
What's the number on that?
It's I don't know.
Carry the one.
Yeah, exactly. And some of those books have to pay for those books. You know what I'm saying?
Look, when you're sending modern books, I can tell you that when you're sending modern books, I believe the number is 15 is 200.
Yeah,
so 15 books is about $200 between shipping and fees and all that. Yeah,
But I got a mix.
Multiplier.
I got Silver Age, Bronze Age, and a lot of modern. So it's a mix of books. So I'm hoping to get, and then I think I got 40 there now, and I think I just sent another 16 to get pressed, and Stone Cold Steve sending them to CGC soon. So that's another batch that I got. But the books that I'm scared to say books, man, on any channel. So I know,
man. I'm afraid to say what you're hunting too with this community. Next thing you know, there's a box that goes up and like, God damn it, I've never said anything.
No. You agreed to come on this show.
I got one Bronze Age book that I need. That is the last big Bronze Age.
He hasn't told anybody. I vouch for that. Lucha will not tell anybody this book
that I want, and then I want some Silver Age.
And right here,
I'm going to tell you the biggest book I want, and it's not even at the top of my list. It's just something that I never wanted an FF48, right? I never wanted it. It's first Silver Surfer, love Silver Surfer, but I was so happy when I got my Silver Surfer 1 that's to me is the Silver Surfer book. But then I'm sorry?
The Origin?
Yeah, the Origin. And it's just the cover. I freaking just love that cover. I'm not crazy about the 48 cover, but then I picked up a 49 and a 50. So now it's like, dude, I need the 48. So that one's on the back burner. I made a list. I'm not going to show you the front of the list, so you're looking at the back. But it's actually I got it at number 4. FF48's the 4th book I want.
Okay.
All right.
So FF48. First appearance of Silver Surfer cameo Galactus.
Yeah.
Big book right now.
That's a big boy book.
It's the biggest boy book on my list, actually. But it's down the list. It's down.
Okay. It's lower in your priorities.
Yeah, it's lower on my priority.
All right. What else?
You know what's a book I want? It's not. It's lower on my priority too. I really want an ASM 121. I love that yellow cover. It's the Gwen Stacy one.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I tell you what, Lowe's has one for sale right now.
I know. A
9.6. Right, he does.
Oh my God! I was like, what?
It's like I think he's asking 22 or 21.
Hey, you know what? Whatever he's asking, it's worth it.
It is.
It's worth it.
No, I think didn't that sell to TJ?
No, he bought 122.
Oh, okay, he bought 122.
Oh yeah, but that was a 9.6 as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I mean it's a match set. I mean that's incredible.
The match set, that's linear.
Did you see that video?
Linear, yeah.
Did you see that video, man? I felt happy and so sad for him at the same time.
I know.
Well, I mean, you know, we buy these things because we enjoy them.
Yeah.
Right. But let's not mistake. These are assets, right? Yeah. They are liquid assets that can be sold to fund other things in our lives, right? Yeah. And if you have a priority like debt, right, which is real for everyone here, then, you know, and you're going to make that decision, good for you, right? Yeah. Because you can get it back, you know? If you really want, you can get it back.
And honestly, I don't need a 9.6. Right? I don't need a 9.6. You know, that's not the
like an 8590. I got to send it in still. But you know what? My 122 is probably a 9.6. So
wow. So send it in, man. You got a ton of books.
I'm getting to it. You saw the back.
I saw
yeah, it was a sad video, but you know, like I'm proud of him. I really am. I mean, that's some adult shit that we don't always do, right?
Yeah.
Doing that and making that sacrifice for your family and for your family. You know, nothing but respect.
I got my top 10 right here.
All right.
Hey, can I say real quick, dude, Biggie, your freaking collections. I said this a long time ago that it blew up, dude. You're on a whole different plane right now, dude.
Oh yeah, no, you know, seriously, Biggie, you moved to a completely different level last year.
Completely different level.
I mean,
I think so.
Absolutely, no, without a doubt. Nobody in this community could even argue with that.
In the last 2 weeks.
Thank you.
In the last
yeah, this is true. This is true. No, but I mean, like, come on.
Man,
he got into some serious stuff.
Avengers 1 is nuts.
But Avengers 1, man, that's a good
book,
stuff.
bro.
I know what's on your list. I know you're looking for that Avengers 4.
You dirty nuts. But I did want to point out. I did want to point out that I want the gold. I want the gold record reprint. No, you got to. Yeah, but I'm saying them gold record reprints are cool, dude. They got ASM1, they got FF1, they got First Store. But I'd run through my top 10 when you give me a chance. I could let everybody know.
Go ahead.
All right. So ASM 14 number 1, Action 242, GSX, like I said, ASM 20, I believe, is First Lizard, right?
Yep. No, 9.
19
is First
19.
Scorpion. Yes, right. That's
Scorpion.
Right. Scorpion.
Yeah.
Okay, 19 then. Let me rewrite that.
Yeah, that's Scorpion.
I'll fix that in a second. All right, ASM 20. I want a gold record reprint Avengers 4. I want a FF49, Silver Surfer 1, a Timely or Marvel Mystery with Torch because I have Submariner and Cap now. Any Fawcett, Captain Marvel, and a Young Avengers 1.
Right on. I like that. You got it spread across. Very nice.
And you want a Red Rider, right?
Yeah, Daisy Red Rider BB gun.
Red Rider, but you'll shoot your eye out, kid. You'll shoot your eye out.
These are achievable, except for that GSX. That GSX in the 14.
So what's the top one on your list? What's your, like, right now? You're hunting this book right now, Biggie.
Right now, I'm not even touching.
If I check your eBay search history, what am I going to find?
Yeah, what are you going to find in the eBay search?
Well, I'm in the hunt, and I'm trying to hide this book from a specific person.
All right. I'll back that question out. I totally agree. I totally understand. I'll back that question out.
I'll show that book.
They give me a nice. I don't even want to say how much I spent. I've been playing it like I'm poor and shit. So.
Did you get it? Did you get it already?
I got it.
Nice.
I got like 2 or 3 books in this year that like should be on this list, so I'm doing pretty good. I got a bunch of turtle stuff.
Wow. Cheers to Biggie, man. Having a hell of a year.
Great book.
Here.
So is it? You got to tell me. Is it a
Yeah, I saw it.
boom banger?
Is it a boom banger? Is it an official boom banger?
It's a pretty good boom banger. It's I'll give you a clue. It's
and turned it into
you
the
probably
boom.
know because I've talked to you about books, the aficionado.
Yeah.
And all these guys know my shit. It's this. It's probably. It's not the big Spider-Man. It's the one I haven't brought up.
It was my
one I haven't brought up.
I'll just say I got it last year, and it's probably my favorite book that I got last year.
It's a cool fucking book.
It is. It's a beautiful book.
Oh, he's right here. God damn it.
Yeah.
In here. He's gonna close his ears.
I don't have shit, Dustin. I have nothing, bro.
He ain't got nothing.
La.
Never mind. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
All right. So here's a question for the panel. And we talked a little bit about how we fund that stuff, right? All right. So we're picking things up, right? And we're rolling that stuff over to, to get the bigger books, to fund the bigger books, right? Picking stuff up, slabbing it, holding until it's the right time. That aside, how are you guys looking for the books? Right? Like, what's your go-to?
Well,
I mean, is it LCS? Is it eBay? Is it yard sales? What? Disco, you go.
I reached out to a couple of members in the community and told them I was on the hunt. Keep your ears open and eyes peeled, and I'll jump on it when you come up with the deal.
Right on. So crowdsourced it. Very cool.
Crowdsourced it.
Well, I mean, that's the best way, right? Because, I mean, how many people in the community aren't dealers themselves, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's just
the Golden State,
there's people out there that come on, man. You go talk to DS. I mean, these are good people. Right. They know what they're doing. They know their shit. And they've got their pulse on, the different auctions and different what do you call those, chat rooms and little Facebook buying groups that they're in, and they see books come up, and all you gotta do is make sure that they know that you're serious, and I'm serious about a couple of books. So yeah.
I'm using eBay, but honest to God, I'm just not hunting for any big books right now because I just don't have the funds, and I'm just waiting to get stuff to sell to get it. So I'm not actually looking. I'll tell you one thing. I really want to go to a con because I feel like that's where you're gonna get some deals if you find the right book and you could, finagle and talk and all that. Because I'm looking on eBay and I'm really not finding too much for the books that I'm looking for. So I think for a con is what and there's a con in so hopefully in this summer there'll be something,
Are you checking?
I got a question for you though, because you've got this plan and you're waiting for these books to come back, and there's a number in your head that you've got to get. What are you doing with this money? You've got a plan that you want to buy. Share that with us. Maybe it doesn't happen until December or early next year. But what are you trying to do with this?
Right now, I'm like in a I'm just buying stuff that I think like I could spec on, and I'm getting it for a cheap price. And I'm just buying little things like that. I don't think I've spent more than $30 on a book in the last 5 months. I put like a no buy clause right now. I'm not tempting myself. I'm not.
I know you're not buying now because you're waiting for this stuff to come back and sell. But let's say all that stuff comes back and you sell it all. What are you gonna do with that money?
I'm gonna buy some books.
What books? What books are you gonna buy with that money? Do you see how we have to get around to the information? This guy agrees to be on the show and won't tell us what the fuck he's hunting.
Right.
All right. You guys want to know a couple? All right. The 121, the 48. You know which one is a book I'm looking for? FF13, The First Watcher.
Ooh,
that was a tough book to get.
I've been looking for that book.
I had that one time.
For that. All right,
I'm not the hand coming up, right? It's got a hand coming up, the red ghost.
Yeah, the red ghost.
Red ghost cover. Yeah.
I'm not going to give you my number 1. I'll give you my number 2. X-Men 12.
Ooh.
Okay. Why are you smiling, man? I'm not even looking and you're smiling.
JB and I both laughed.
It'll be around, bro.
It'll be around. That's why I'm not worried
Sure.
about finding any of these books. They'll come around.
He doesn't want you. This is because he doesn't want people sniping on him. So, all right. So let's say, okay. So aside from big books, right? Like let's, we talked about some big books. I think everybody got aired that out. So what else do you hunt for? Right? I mean, are you feeling runs? You working on some bronze stuff? Like,
yeah,
I know 36 was working. Yeah, well, I know JB's got a big old list. Like 36.
I got G.I. Joe. I'm working on Star Wars. I'm working on I'm working on all that shit, filling them all out. And I think those are fun because you're picking those up for $2-3, $1, most of those until you get into that early ASM. Then each of those are $20, and you kind of know. You're going to be about $20 a piece. How many do I want to buy this week?
Bro, for me, since I started selling, I just want keys. I'm not collecting runs. I just want certain books. I actually want to sell my stuff. And I'm almost in a DS. There he is.
There he is. His ears were burning. Dude, I'm talking about you.
I swear to God, he's like Beetlejuice. We said his name 3 times.
I gotta say, man, DS having the 100 books, if that or whatever, and it's all for sale. It's kind of cool. I'm not to that point, but everything that's not a key or not, I'm just ready to move it. I just don't want to have a lot of books anymore. I just don't. I love my slabs, and I'm keeping most of my slabs, but everything else, man, there's boxes like right there that I look at them and it's like, do I put these up for sale? Do I put these up? And it's like I'm not there yet, but it's like, oh.
So I'm gonna give you a little information. So in 2 weeks, I'm going to rent a storage unit so that I can clear out all the dreck in my current comic room so that I can remodel it and make it a very nice, high profile, beautiful, place that I have my statues. What's that?
I thought your room was really nice.
It does look nice. I've seen it.
Oh, no,
you really nice.
The backdrop of my office. Hialeah, you saw the inside of that room. It's trashed. Everywhere. It looks like an 80s comic shop. Is what it looks like right now. My wife hates it. She's absolutely like you got to do something in here. But no, like I have to put up a wall in front of the utility room. I got to do a whole bunch of stuff. But I'm getting a storage unit to take 4 racks of comic boxes out, right? And then take all the boxes of new books off of the top of the cabinet just to get it out, and then sort through it and figure out what do I want to keep. I mean, like it's just it grows so much. I mean, I got a lot of 80s stuff, that I've been trying to fill on because I want to read it. And then I was like, once I'm done reading, like, boom, that one's going up on the block.
How many books are you talking about? Because you're just starting to fucking my head a little bit. How many? Like
total in the collection? There's about 28,000.
Oh,
okay. That's a lot.
That's a lot of books.
Crazy. It's crazy.
That's a lot, bro.
And that's what a lot of us are going to right now, right? Quality over quantity, right? Like I won't let go of my vintage collection. I won't let that go, right? But like anything that's going to be like beyond like the end of first volumes is going to be like, bye-bye.
Gone.
Yeah. If I've read it, boom, it's gone. But then like now I've got like, DC Universe, app. I've got, the Marvel app, I can read this stuff digital, right? I don't have to worry about printings on trades and stuff like that. But I still like to hunt down like bronze and earlier, right? So that's like
I love bronze and silver, man. Bronze and silver. It's fun to
hunt. Oh my God, the return.
He's back.
The return.
Michael and Riley are back.
Oh my God, have you moved in? I mean, I saw
they're back.
And bringing books into his house, and they moved in September.
You brought my books on my cold, dead hands.
Yeah, right.
That's not me. I'm taking my 10 best. Which, by the way,
to the grave.
You were ready for this? I did this thing where I only have 30 slabs. TJ, I got 30. 3-0. I have a total of 30 slabs in the collection, and I entered them into this online thing for a video I did. And I looked at the collection, And there's 3 that I'm actually going to keep. Everything else is basically like
What?
it can go. There's 3 that would be. Remember, if I'm going to take 10 to the grave, right now I've got 3 of them. There you go. Only out of 30, which means there's a lot of stuff for sale. Just hit me up. I'll just.
I want one of your Fallout 4s. I know you got a few.
I got a bunch of those.
I figured that's why he hasn't been on.
One of those.
Yeah, that's why he hasn't been on.
The other 2 around
Downright Nerdy
right there.
Podcast will return.
Dun, 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 dun.
Eating his burgers in and out.
All right, so Biggie, besides your big books, like I mean, you post books all the time. I don't think anybody else that I know posts as many books as you do. I'm like, this guy is killing the game. He's out hunting every single day, right?
Every day.
Like a baller. And there's books flowing through your Instagram.
I spent like.
I also know that a lot of these books wind up in the hands of other people too, right? Because you're a very giving person. So,
right.
Talk to me. Tell me where are you going? Where are you hitting?
Well, I got my little $100 things I got that I've been kind of accumulating, and I've been trying to stay like iron fist to it. Like, I'm gonna keep these books, but in my mind, I think if I just dump like 10 of these bad boys, I could get like a big old book. But honestly, like, I just buy what I think's cool, and I watch the hot top 10, and I got a nice little stash. So if one of these obscure little books pop a little bit, I could probably get it, because there's a nice little 90s to 2015 stash where I'm at. So
right, it's liquid.
But if you're using that list, please tell me, Biggie, that you're using the top 10 list as a seller's list. That tells you what to go get to sell, not what you want to go get to keep. When the list comes out, it's too late. The list is for you to now turn around and make money on those books.
Hey, collect your way, right?
Yeah, I wanted to say, also, when I get my books, like, I get them almost 90% from eBay now, like the books that I'm keeping in the PC, just because I trust some people like 5% or stuff, but I've seen some of my friends get burned, close friends, and I think that I got too big of a heart to go through that situation with people. So I'm trying to cut that out.
I imagine.
Hey, JP, how long you been on Instagram?
Instagram?
Yeah.
Same amount of time I've been on
about 2 years?
YouTube, since December 5th of 2019.
Jimmy, how long you been on Instagram?
I'd say a little over a year.
Right.
All right, I've been there like a year and a half. Biggie, how long you been on Instagram?
I think, what was it, around May or something, April? I don't know.
All right, I have 180 posts. Jimmy, you have
don't do it.
You have Jimmy, you have 300 or so posts. JB, you have 1,600. Biggie basically just got on Instagram. He has 2,600 or 2,200, 2,200, something like that.
Yeah, they're all books.
Every day he's putting up books. He's a freaking Instagram.
I economize, right? I save the meat for the videos, and I like tantalize with the picture, and then I'll do like a little video where I'll throw like 5 or 6 books. Biggie's like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, it's my catalog. It's a free catalog.
He's setting up the stream to go live when he physically, like, the book hits his hands, like he picks it up at the post office, or he gets it at the door, and he's like, I'm live. What do you mean you're live? I just got a book. When? Like 30 seconds ago, man. I got it 30 seconds ago. I got to go live.
Biggie's a He's a madman. I love it, dude. You didn't get on for the longest, and now you're fucking own it. You own it.
Well, I don't
Sorry,
I rarely tag people. That's a big book. Yeah. But I think that's a good gimmick, because people don't like getting tagged all the time, because it notifies on other people's posts and shit.
Yeah.
So
I don't tag.
I miss following you around town, though, man. I can't wait till you can go back out hunting again. Because
no kidding.
That was the jam for me, man.
What are we gonna do when we wash dishes, right, JB?
That's right. I would put the phone out there washing dishes. She goes, "What is he doing? He's getting gas."
I love watching.
Why are you watching him get gas? He's on his favorite comic book store, man.
He's getting Kentucky Fried Chicken. He's getting some chicken.
Yeah,
I zone out, bro. I'll be in there for an hour.
The clerk's cool. You're gonna like this. What do you mean the clerk? The clerk he gets his cigarettes from, dude. The guy's cool.
I swear to God, watching Biggie is like watching Clerks in real life. It's so funny because he's all up in there and like people are talking to him. He's like, yeah. You know what? Get the hell out of my face. He keeps digging for books.
Yeah, people were starting to figure out like my orders at restaurants and shit. I was like, oh my God, it's getting crazy.
People typing in, I'll have a number 7 with extra cheese.
Oh man. I can't tell you how many times I thought someone was going to jump in your car and drive off.
I know.
He don't let the car running. Door open.
You know what would be the best video? If somebody actually gets in there and drives off with your phone, filming, watching him drive around like Grand Theft Auto.
Bro, you just set that up with one of your friends and just do it, dude. Just
right,
do it, man.
Where like they can see you running after him.
All of us.
Now, honestly, let's all be honest. When Biggie's on the hunt and he's going through long boxes, we're on the hunt too.
That's true.
We're all watching him flip through those books, going, whoa, Biggie, go back. Did you see that? That was the first appearance of blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the best part, man.
I try to be as transparent as I can. I think that's what my character is. So, like, I stream fucking everything and I post everything on Instagram. I'm like, yo, this is who I am. I'm a genuine person. You know, this is what I do. I love the KOAs because how many AOKs have you gave out that you forgot?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's a good memory for me to have, not just for you. So I see the KOA. I'm like, oh, I remember doing that. That was a thing. You know, it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun for us as well to watch.
Absolutely. So I want to shout out the chat for a second. 18 people viewing right now. We're 42 minutes in. Thank you everybody who showed up and mixing it up in the chat. That's awesome. All right, so let me ask a question. It's kind of like I don't want to say it's a repeat of a question, but I want to ask a different form of the question. So when you guys are hunting books, right? Whether it's at your LCS, whether it's eBay, the Walmart, wherever, like. Where do you feel you're getting the best deals, right? Like, where's your favorite place to go, right? Obviously, you know, cons have been a little dreary, right? Since last year, but like pre that, right? Like, so, you know, everything's available, everything's open. Like, where do you go, right? What's your go-to spot, right? Now, don't tell me like your honey hole comic store or whatever like that, but like, where do you feel that you get the best deals?
From when I was buying.
Yeah, when you're buying, yeah.
When I was buying, like raw books, I like going to my comic shop, man. I like my comic shop. I feel like they undergrade a lot of books.
When you say my comic shop, do you mean mycomicshop.com or
mycomicshop.com?
Okay.
I feel you could find books there for good prices. You just gotta look, and it depends what you're looking for. But older books, they seem to undergrade not the ones that the sellers put the prices on, but they got books that they themselves price, I guess. Mm-hmm. And they
see Lone Star Comics in I think it's at Dallas or Houston.
In Dallas. And I really like them a lot. And of course, you can find on eBay, but you gotta look and you gotta do the work, man. And you just gotta get lucky sometimes. And you gotta get lucky.
That's cool. I've seen some stuff, like I'll see them post on eBay. And I'll look at it and be like, okay, you know, like, and they do undergrade, but they also kind of mark the price up. But then you go to their website
and it's a good
price. Find that same book and it's lower price, right? Because they're adding those eBay fees back in. Because what they're doing a lot of time is they're consignment books.
Yes,
right. It's not their stock; they're selling to people. Right? And any one of us, anybody can go on there and get an account and start selling their books, you know, through that interface and do that. Obviously, at a commission rate.
Like. There was a book that I was looking at, and it's and I saw it, and I noticed it was them. They were selling it for $380 on eBay, and when I went to the website, it was $330 or $320.
Yeah, you can usually get like 10 anywhere between 10-15%, even up to 20% difference on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex, we know. All right, we saw the videos, man. Of course, I can't say anything. I bought a collection from a private owner, private seller a couple years ago. That I just got through the A's on grading, right? Because that's how busy I am. But yeah, huge Silver Age collection that I'm actually going to start moving. But anyway, so JB, what about you, man?
We're gonna say, in perfect times, non-COVID years type thing. Where do I think I get the best deal?
Yeah.
The best deal probably from the community. There have been, some really solid deals in the community. Some of the books that I've bought from some of the,
especially the last year.
From this last year, there have been some really amazing deals, man, that I've gotten just from the community. Now, if you want to talk about all time when everything's back together, what can I not wait for? What am I going to look for?
Yeah,
you guys know that when you're out at your local comic book store on Wednesday, you don't have a bunch of time. You get in, you get what you want, you pretty much get out. You're not there to really hunt for a couple hours.
Right.
But when you go to a con and you're gonna hunt, you're prepared to hunt, and you're at the right con for it, like maybe Baltimore, you can just it's like heaven, bro. There's so many books, so many tables as far as the eye can see, and you can hunt for hours just doing the biggie, digging through long boxes. That is heaven.
Doing the big, that's going to be
because
it.
You're amped up for it. You may got your little list of books. You maybe got your little app open as you got right next to it. They hate you when you pull that damn app out and you start flipping through the books. And you're just digging. So, I mean, the cons, and specifically Baltimore, that was the best comic book con I'd ever been to. There was so many books, and there were some deals to be had if you were doing the digging, man. The guys that I was with, they were pulling some gems out of some of these boxes.
Crazy.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Okay, you see how eager we are to go to a con?
Oh, I know.
For the deals. I love Sundays at a con. To me, that's when you're gonna get freaking deals. You're gonna get deals because they want to sell and they don't.
You gotta have found your stuff already. The hunt is part of it. Getting everything queued up.
Yeah,
where,
you do that.
Where your shit's at.
You make a list of the other days and then you wait until Sunday to drop the hammer. But think about how eager we are. Can you imagine how eager those vendors are?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I can't wait.
I have a little personal note to add in there. Like we've all seen a significant increase in the price. I'm not gonna say the value, but the price of comics.
Big time.
It's enormous.
Yeah.
How much of that has to be based on the fact that all of the sales now, almost all the sales now are recorded, right? Yes. Rather than how before, if it was sold at a con for higher or lower, it wasn't there, right? It didn't affect the average price.
It didn't change the book's value in all these apps that everybody's looking at because the app couldn't track any of those sales. They didn't track any of those sales, and it was a huge portion of the sales, and now they're all gone. Everything is trackable, man. That is a huge point. Good job.
And it's so much. I mean, especially for you, JB. I mean, now you're tied into that system. Working with Cover Price and Lords of the Long Box, right? You see the effect of that firsthand, right? Some of the stuff you're like, why is this even going for that price?
I can't believe the money that people are spending on some of this stuff. It's insane.
It really is.
It really is. It's just nuts. And looking at all the goofy shit that people buy on that show also reminds me that some of the major base keys I think are still undervalued, man.
Mm-hmm.
I still think that first appearance of Iron Man and first Thor and they're undervalued.
Not for long though.
Well,
people were saying that about Daredevil's first appearance, and look at how much that shut up.
But it's not because people were saying it. It's because he got Charlie Cox got recast into Spider-Man 3, along with everybody who's ever done a Marvel movie outside of the MCU.
And it was underpriced. It was way underpriced.
Yeah.
Before I bought this book, I wasn't going to tell anybody, but you can get this pretty easy considering.
Well, because the big push came out, right? Like I got that book way undervalued to begin with. right? But when I got it slabbed, it was like, okay, the value that I had identified it with is now way up here, but now it's slowly trickling downward, right?
Yeah.
It'll level off at some point, right? I'm not worried about it, not in the slightest, because I expect that from stuff that gets a lot of spontaneous hype. Most of the stuff I'm hunting for this year isn't on the hype list, right? Nobody's looking for it, so that's like I'm looking for that first appearance of Iron Man, right? Iron Man's dead. Spec people ain't looking for that book now, right?
Man.
Iron Man's coming back. It's like, come on.
55 is super easy to get right now compared
but 55
to
also I want to say it leveled off, right? Actually, JB had noted that that it's leveled off a little bit. It might actually be coming back up a little bit, because I think that there's still room for that to come back when
it should. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When the Eternals movie launched, when you get characters like Star Fox out there, and because not Drax necessarily, but Drax, yes, definitely, because it's his first appearance. But Thanos is related to the Eternals, so that's gonna change that position somewhat. It may be a little spike, but be on the lookout. If you're looking for an Iron Man 55, get it now while it's still on the low. So I'm gonna point out this comment here J Hood brought up. How many people, show of hands, watches Biggie's podcast when he's hunting for books to fall asleep? You're just he's looking.
It's missed. It's missed. Those hunts are
through books.
Yeah. It's like it's not so much that like you're putting us to sleep, but it's like you're flipping through books, and like for us, that's man. Like it's like
I've done it.
It's like a warm blanket, right? It's
like we're doing it, and it's like what JB was saying. It's like, wait, Biggie, stop.
Go back. Yeah, wait. Did you see that? That was this. Hold on, my daughter.
That's the best.
Nice. I don't even have my logo up.
I think the best buys are from people we know.
Logo on, bro.
Unbelievable. Here, this one's better. Here we go.
Yeah.
I think
free
the best
advertising. Contact JB at
Discovery
Bay Comics.
But I obsess over eBay, and I look for the books like Aficionado was saying. Like I try to remember stuff I like, and then look for cooler stuff. Like it's cooled off. I tell you a sweet spot for me right now, dude. ASM or ASM Silver. What number? I think it's 39 or 29. First Gwen Stacy, first Harry Osborn. That book is crazy.
Oh, it's so low,
bro. What is going on, dude?
Honestly, I think that's probably the biggest Spider-Man key that it stayed so low. Actually, that one I think, and Mary Jane. Mary Jane hasn't really gone up much.
I got to get that.
Not villain, dude, right?
Stupid.
Yeah.
You got a hero and a villain and a key and an early ASM and a badass cover. It's just like a quadruple banger altogether, bro.
I mean, come on. I mean, Gwen Stacy and Harry Osborn have been part of the Spider-Man canon for so long, right? Issue 31, right? And they're still around, right? I mean, in one way or another, they both died.
My thing is, if you're going to value first Spider-Gwen up here, you better get that first Gwen Stacy, bro. It's not equaling out right.
A lot of people haven't made that correlation yet. It's tough to say what people are looking for these days. All right, so I have another question that I want to pose out there. So we've talked about where we buy things, and we've talked about working in the community and everything. Does anybody do trades? Are you using books that you have already as leverage on another book?
Currently, actively, no, but I have. As a matter of fact, the ASM 300 that's on the wall was a trade. The Silver Surfer 4 was a trade.
Right on.
I'm big on trading. I like trading.
I've never traded.
That was a pain in the ass.
You never trade? Kylie, you don't trade?
Kidding me?
I've never
No,
traded.
that one's out. That one's not that one, Biggie. That one's out at that one.
Okay.
He pressed that. Jimmy pressed that and sent that off.
Okay.
Actually, I have news.
Tell me it's on its way home.
It's on its way home.
Oh,
I was
and then we can finally see if it was all worth the hell I went through to get that damn book.
Well, I'll tell you what, it looks a lot nicer than it did when you sent it to me. That's the only thing I can tell you.
Which one are you talking about?
So JB sent me some books back in September.
I sent him.
It took him a while to get them
square bound silver. 4 or 3?
Three. We had
square bound silver age ones.
ASA Manual 1, Silver Surfer 1, and 4.
Oh, okay.
And as a matter of fact, that ASM Manual 1 was a trade at Baltimore Comic Con.
Nice.
I went to that con with no money, but a backpack full of slabs. And on day 1, sold a slab, got me a little scratch, and then scouted out what I wanted and made a trade on day 2 and got that book.
Right on.
Huge book.
Nice.
Yeah, so those are coming back. But to the trading thing, what Hialeah, you haven't done any comic trades before?
I've never done a trade. I've never been hit up for a trade either. I don't know how open I am to a trade. It would depend. I like my books, man. I even like my moderns. It's hard to let go sometimes. I'm new to the game, man, but it's getting easier. It's getting easier.
You're an old school collector, bro. You got all
what
your
about
books.
you, Biggie?
I've done a trade before. I got my X-Men 94 5.0 for like 3 slabs. Actually, one of the slabs was an AOK from Lucha I used in that trade. So I connect that X-Men 94 to Lucha. And 3 Frazetta creepies, like the best ones, like the dopest ones. And then 3 House of Mysteries and 1 First Silver Age Plastic Man. See how I got this like
you have a mind. That's amazing that you can remember that transaction.
Yeah.
Right. And that's a significant transaction.
I made out, dude. I got lucky. I didn't get that GSX, but I got that 94, brother. I wanted that 94 pretty bad.
And he hit me before. Hey, Lucha, is it okay if that book that you AOK'd me, if I put it in? I go, hell yeah, son.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Send it.
I'll be happy for half that, TJ. If mine comes back a 4, we'll be doing wheels in the hallway over here.
So I love that TJ is in the chat in these shows. It's great having TJ around. It really is. But TJ, I want you on the show. I want you on the show.
He won't come on the show because no way.
There's my crappy one.
He won't tell us.
He won't tell anybody. That's right, Biggie. Yeah,
he got so much due back towards him that he's afraid as soon as he does let it go, boom, get another painting done. Didn't we get a painting? What did we do? I was part of something where we got that. Yeah, right. I actually picked that up with him at the con. I have it on film. I should send him the film of that.
You know how much an 8.0 goes for, bro?
A lot of money.
A lot.
I'm willing to bet though he didn't buy it recently.
I would guess around 30K or so, bro.
No, I don't know if it's that high, but yeah.
You don't think so?
No, not quite. I mean, I'm looking at a 5 that's north of a K, so I can't imagine it's going that high, but it's up there.
It gets ridiculous, bro. I think like a 9.6 or 9.8's like 200 stacks.
Unless I stumble across that in somebody's attic, or I have to club some old lady for her grandson's collection. I mean, I'm not going to find one that kind of shape, at least not in a store. Not one I'm going to pay money for.
No.
Yeah. So on the subject of trading, I actually have a video, a couple of videos I did. So I had to go out to North Carolina back last year in February before the whole COVID thing here, before C2E2 and everything. And I loaded up my car and I took a road trip, and I made time and I stopped off at comic shops along the way between North Carolina back to Nashville. And I brought a box. Just the Barry Comics logo keeps cracking me up. I brought a box of books, right? Like a good stack of keys, like small keys with me, for trade. Just to go there, I'll find something, see if there's something I like, and I'll offer them like, hey, I got some keys, that I'm looking to unload. If you're interested in trade, and I actually did wind up trading with a couple of stores. So it worked out beneficially for me, to have that with me. It's stuff like I had doubles of, or whatever, or stuff I went and picked up and I got for the cheap, and cleaned and pressed and made it look a little bit better. Yeah, see, this is what we're talking about. $800 years ago $3,100.
Okay. Yeah, there's probably a lot more 8.0s than
So
I
Biggie
thought
had
of,
an extra zero on that.
That's a nice
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
I mean, go up to 9.2, 9.4. Let me know that.
Oh yeah. Oh no, nobody's talking about nines on a book like that.
All right.
No, square bound. You get they're all split down the freaking.
8.0, but I'm
I know. It's tough. It's a tough book. It really is. Okay.
Yeah. So you have the grades already, is what you're saying?
No.
Go.
Look at you. You just can't wait.
Dude, you know what I just did? This is classic. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know if anyone has ever done this before. You know that your CGC unboxing is one of your better videos, right?
Yeah.
Well, I just have not been inspired to do any content on the channel recently, so I opened up my Ultimate Fallout 4s on Saturday's Stay Puft show, the comic community hangout show on Saturday mornings with Stay Puft.
You didn't drop it.
So no. I opened the box on there.
I think I saw it.
And now I'm looking back and I'm like, man, I have 3 videos for CGC unboxings. Now I can't do you know what? I'm going to do a 4th. I went and recorded myself off of his, and I recorded an intro and an outro. So it just jammed his content in the middle of it. I'm going to release that thing tomorrow.
That's hilarious.
Well, I mean, come on. It's my book. Might as well put it on my channel.
I've been there.
You don't feel so bad after Theory, right?
Huh? Oh man, I AOK'd him an Ultimate Fallout 4. He had it pressed and clean. He came back 9.8.
I know.
I didn't even have a 9.8.
Well, how many do you have left to try?
I have 6 left.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
that's a tough book.
JB.
Yeah.
Are you interested in trades?
Yeah. I'm absolutely interested in trading. Totally interested in trading. I was so pumped on that character that both Gwen and Miles I went kind of apeshit on when I came out of the movie. Literally that night. After watching the movie, I was on eBay going, what's his first appearance? How much are those going for? Oh man, they're only like $100. Yeah, I'll buy that one. I'll buy that one.
Oh, yeah, they'll like multiply that times.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I want to mid-grade at like 200, bro. I don't want to spend 400 on that.
I may have you. What do you consider mid-grade?
Probably
a couple of color breaks.
Yeah, I'd be happy with
the funny thing is I had the ones in the bag, and I sent 2 of the ones in the bag to Erod. Well, he sent me photos. Everything arrived clean, but one of the ones in the bag was damaged. One of the books was damaged, and it was damaged in the bag. I couldn't tell because you can't see through the bag, but it was damaged. So that one ended up coming back in 8.5. So I've got a mid-grade. I don't think it's
that's mid-grade for modern.
I'd pay 200 for it.
Yeah.
Just give me some time.
That's about what it is. It's about a couple $100.
I call dibs.
Wheeling and dealing up in here.
Let's trade, man. Let's do a trade.
I want aficionados. I shouldn't say it, but his Surfer 3 he gave me a little offer on it. I'd want that too, though. So
just let me know.
Which one do you think turned out better?
Reader copy right now.
The Surfer 1.
What's that?
Which one do you think turned out better, the Surfer 1 or the Surfer 4?
I want to say the 4.
The 4?
4 looked nice.
I should have put custom labels on them. God.
Nah.
No.
Overrated because all the details are on the back.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Those custom labels are overrated, man.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's not that big deal. If he wants them, go for it.
Oh no, if you do, yeah, it's all good, but don't feel bad that you didn't get it. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. We will let you know if we find someone like that.
I buy a lot of crap low grade books though. I gotta bring that up. Like everybody on here, they like high grade 9 point and all that shit. Dude, I buy the crap.
I totally have with low grade shit. What you talking about, man?
I like the mid grade. I like the 4 up.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about the low grades, but 4 up. You know what? It presents good. It looks nice. It's if it looks good. Yeah, if it's completely good, I'm happy.
It's only the last several years that I've like really kind of been a little bit more particular about.
If it's well-centered, if it's
comic book snob, man.
I like the well-centered.
So
do look for that.
Oh, hey everybody! We just found TJ's first book of the year that he's looking for. It's a 9.2 Silver Surfer 3. So if you want to A-OK that, I'm sure he probably won't back down.
God.
But yeah, no, it's only actually been recently that I've gotten a little bit more, as JB said, snobbish, but more particular about the grade. Like I'm looking to upgrade books that I had gotten before that were like, in the 2.0 and range, on Silver Age stuff, just because it was there and I wanted to fill the run and, I got it. But like, I'll go back if I come across it, I'll be like, oh yeah, I make a little mark in my book, like, like that's for an upgrade, kind of thing. Or if I intentionally buy it low grade, instead of crossing it off, I'll actually put a little mark on next to it, like, look for something higher. But I've got I've got my tiers, right, of grades that I'll go for like the different ages. So
I just got to bring up while I'm here, I'm on your channel. I haven't been on your channel since this happened. So I want to say, like, if you don't mind, give me the big screen aficionado. I want to give you some huge props right now.
Absolutely, Biggie. Let's see, how do we do that? Let's move you up there, and we go big screen.
So
that didn't work.
That didn't work.
There you go.
There we
go.
That's cool.
So last year I had a list, and I'm on the Hunter episode with Aficionado, and I had a book on there that was way out of my reach. Like I wasn't even close to it. I saw one for 400, and then it got bought, of course, and then ever since then it was like $800, $1,000. So this guy Aficionado helped me finish my list last year with a Hawk 2 on the AOK. He brought together a lot of people, and I just want to thank you because that really made me feel special, and it kind of put me in a different frame of mind of accomplishing goals. So 3.0 Hawk 2.
You have no idea how quickly that shit funded, man.
Dude,
by the time I even got
crazy.
to it, I was already closed. What do you mean?
I had people. It funded in like
it's funded so damn fast,
and it was something like 6 hours. It was less than 8 hours. It funded out, and I had people going, but I didn't get a chance to give.
Yeah,
it was crazy. But man, it wasn't hard. I'll say that much. It just happened to be that I came across that book. I had actually graded, cleaned, and pressed that book already, and I was just like, hey, I actually know where that book is. So I just, I talked to some people, and we put it together. And it was just something that we could do for you, right? Because like I said before, you're the hardest working person on YouTube, right? You give to so many channels. You're always on everybody's channels, and you're there supporting everybody.
Too kind. You didn't have to do that, bro. And
cheers, Biggie.
That was tremendous. I don't know. I always dreamed. I've seen like guys like TJ and Grails Anonymous give people grails, and I've always like, why can't that happen to me? Please, one day let me get a crazy. And it happened to you. It happened, bro. I'm just like, dang, go on, man. It's crazy, dude.
We were happy to do it, man. Absolutely happy to do it.
It did happen to you, man. That's awesome.
Yep.
Thanks again. Bang.
And Biggie, man, when the con season comes back, because I don't know if the chat knows, but we were going to a con together. We were booked for MegaCon.
Yeah,
we were booked for MegaCon. We were gonna have both families staying in a suite down at one of the resorts, and it was gonna be something special. And it all got canceled. But when that comes back, Biggie, man, it's on.
Yeah,
well, so far it hasn't.
We're gonna get a little Biggie up in the pool, and it's gonna be party time.
I think it's still scheduled for what, March or April?
No, they moved it to August.
Moved it already to August.
Okay, they already moved it. All right, yeah. Because I may actually make that show. It's either that one or it's going to be North Carolina.
The Heroes Con?
Yeah, I've been dying to go to Heroes Con. I hear that is a buyer's market.
I heard that's the best one for comics.
Yeah. So, and like C2E2 ain't until December, and I'm like, oh, good, let's do that in the snow again. Yay.
C2E2's in December?
Yeah. But I mean, like, more power to them. They're like, yeah, there's no way it's happening in February, so let's just, kick it as far down as we can. But, it was a great time, so. But, actually, Biggie, I appreciate you bringing that up. Talking about, like, lists. We're talking about this year's list, right? We're talking about what people are hunting for. So here's another question. Have you guys made lists in the past And if so, how did you actually do with those lists? Did it change the way that you bought, or did you complete it, or JB?
I did not make a list last year. I know my goal last year at the beginning of the year was to get as much original art from the community as I could, and I think I did pretty well. But then COVID hit, and everything kind of got derailed. I specifically didn't want to make a list only because, I mean, she's not watching, but man, if my wife got a hold of that list and was like, "Are you fucking nuts? How much is that book?
Why you don't put the price tag next to the
book?" So I didn't want to put anything down in writing, You
need to understand what phone security looks like.
I don't have that as well.
So you guys didn't make lists in the past.
No, I did. I made a list.
We know you made a list.
Go ahead, Lucha.
2019, and I knocked all of them off except for one of these Steve gave me. So I knocked all of those off. Last year, I did not make a list, and I guess I made a tiny list for today. But you know what? There's not a lot of books I'm after. They're all in my head. They're all in my head. I'm not after a lot of stuff.
I think I made a second top 10 I got out too after my first one. So
yeah, I have ADHD. I have to write everything down, or else I just forget shit.
Nice.
Part of being me.
That helps. You forget what you don't want, what you wanted, right? I guess.
Right. Oh, like it's funny. Like you look at my phone and you go to you figure out you look at the like task list, right? Like I keep a bunch of like books, and it's like here's all the keys that I don't have. Here's these keys grouped by this category, and here's these keys grouped by this category. I'm like whatever.
Do you ever find yourself that you just don't? You know what? I really wanted that book, and now it's okay. I don't need it anymore. You move on. Does that happen to you guys?
Sometimes.
It kind of happened. Kind of happened with that 242. Like I was crying for that thing for like a half a year, and then once I got the money to get it, I was like, I want something else.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to spend my money on that anymore.
I actually want to buy that now.
But I got to tell you, I said this earlier. I'm an opportunity buyer, right? So like, the ADHD part, it's like buy that. Like I'm all over the place, right? But my collection doesn't look all over the place. You look at my collection. It's like, okay, he picks up some stuff now. He picks up hot covers. He picks up X-Men, right? And that's pretty much the extent. Like X-Men, Batman, and hot covers. That's the extent of my LCS trips, right? It's very small. And then Gideon Falls, but it's over. But then everything else is like bronze, silver, gold, heroes, and cool shit. Like I like some bronze horror. Mostly it's like Bernie Wright's, and not like all the horror covers. But if it's something cool, that I'll dig on, I'll pick it up just because the art's awesome. Right. But most of the time it's superheroes. But getting into the golden age, there's some other stuff that's that's great. Like some of the sci-fi stuff and the good girl art. Like there's there's a lot more to it. Obviously, it's a lot more expensive, so there's very little of that in the collection right now.
Right. None of mine.
Yeah, but like I've got holes in all my runs. Like I did a great job last year. I finished my X-Men run last year, right?
Ooh, so congratulations, man!
It was huge for me. I finished my Daredevil run last year. I'm rounding down on Tales of Suspense, Tales to Astonish, and Journey into Mystery, and Strange Tales from 101, down. So it's like I'm within. I'd say I'm around a dozen or less on all of those. I've got like 10 Fantastic Four books that are all at the top. I've got 5 Amazing Spider-Man. They're all at the top. It's like, it's like now I'm getting into all the expensive stuff. So the impulse buying is greatly reduced, except for Batman and Detective.
Yeah,
I feel like the ultimate gold books are still Hulk 1. ASM 1, AF-15, Fantastic Four 1, X-Men 1, and possibly I ain't gonna say Avengers, but yeah, those books are like.
It was a huge key. Yeah, you can't knock that one. I mean, so from my perspective, there's a top 25. Was it top 25 Silver Age Marvel books, and there's a top 30 Silver Age DC books, and it's like those are the ones that I really want to get, right? And I've knocked a number of them off, but some of them still elude me. But I keep trying to put like a couple of books, every year on there, right? I went 21 for 25 last year on my list, which is astonishing to me, that I hit that goal. But there was 4 that I didn't get, and they were big 4, but the thing was, I already found 2 of them, and I just didn't, I didn't make the deal last year, right? Because the seller wasn't that interested in selling. So I left them on there because I don't want to go after anything else until I've tried, I've exhausted these, right? Because they're raw and I can clean them, I can press them. I don't have to pay, exorbitant prices on eBay with fees and all that stuff. So I just took it easy. But I got a line on an ASM Annual 1 now, and I'm hunting down an Action Comics 252, and I'm paying for a San Diego Comic-Con #2 first Hellboy. So
nice,
making some movement.
Do you guys ever get this? Because it happens to me. It's like I can't imagine myself paying that much for a fucking book.
No, I do. Yeah.
I have not
go through that. Do you guys go through that?
Not anymore. No.
I have never yet paid more than $1,000 for a book.
Wow. What?
That's my max. $1,000. Yeah.
I've never paid the most I've ever paid for a book was $700.
See, I spent $1,434, and I'm poor and shit. So that's weird to me.
But the thing is, it's like I'm. Like, this doesn't come out of my pocket, right? Like, I'm not, this doesn't come out of like house money, right? This comes out of me, working books, like, starting with like 5 books, sold 5 books, bought a collection.
Are you taking little bitty bangers and turning them into boom bangers?
I am turning them into boom bangers.
That does make it a hell of a lot easier.
It does.
It does.
DS series.
That's the way to go.
If you haven't checked it out, DS Comics YouTube channel, obviously you guys know, but for other viewers, DS Comics YouTube channel, he's got a series, I think it's called $100 Grail, where he goes through and he took $100, right? And he went and bought some books and took those books and bought them and pressed them and sent them in for CGC and got them back and resold them for profit and took that profit to buy something bigger. It's just, it's just working through it, right? But you have to be diligent, right? You can't just get that money back in and just spend it again, right? That's, my wife, she hates any time where we gotta, dip into that fund, right? Because she feels like she's taking, something away. And I'm like, you know what? If we need it, we need it, right? That's all there is to it. Like a lot of my funds this year, the beginning part of this year is going to saving for a new truck. So like, I got priorities, right? And comics are not always the top priority, but do what I can.
I learned that from Who Dat. Who Dat was just like, I don't spend any money on comics besides comics that I sell. And I was like, you know what, man? That's guilt-free, carefree.
Yeah,
so, because I even take some of that money and I give it to my family too. So if I make like 400, there's 100. You know
what, Biggie? You just said the magic word. It's guilt-free when you do it that way.
Yeah,
you don't feel as bad. You don't feel like you're taking away from your family.
Exactly.
Money that comes from other books that you already had, and you're making money and you're buying more stuff that you know what? The stuff that you're gonna buy, you might be selling that and making even more money, man. Guilt-free is the word, because every time I was like, man, am I really gonna buy up this? Can I? But the minute I started selling and I started just turning that money over, the guilt went away.
Don't even miss the books you sell.
No, you don't miss the books you sell. You see what you get, and it's like, oh damn! You don't miss. You do not miss your books.
Yeah, I mean, what Who Dat and Edwin Comic Jabroni, rest in peace, did last year to get their Turtles books. You know, I mean, that's the way you do it, man. If that's what you want, and that's how you're going to get it. You know, flip those books, right? I mean, how many times have we watched, those hip hop variants just, crank up the ladder in price? it happens, it happens.
And the thing is, a lot of these books that you're selling, you could get them back so easy.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
actually,
because they're modern and they're higher runs. But
I'm messing up right now because the guy that started it all for me was on the panel, which is Discovery, which helped me get my PayPal, helped me sell my books, and accomplish this Captain America 67, brother. So thank you, Discovery, for getting me in line.
Hey, man, no problem.
It's the way to go, man.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. Oh, man, my neck is still stiff. I need another drink.
All right, so let's wrap this up, gentlemen. Again, thank you so much for coming on here. I'm just going to go around and let you guys talk about what's going on in your channels, and let you sign off. JB.
Yeah, I just dropped a video where I took my whopping 30 slabs, 25 CGCs and 5 CBCSs, and entered them into the coverprice.com app. 27 of those are for sale. I'm dropping a video tomorrow, which will be my 4th CGC unboxing, but I just kind of edit it by stealing the content from Stay Puft on Saturday. Because that's when I open them. And then every Thursday, this was the killer. Every Thursday at 11 a.m., I drop my 2-minute and 15-second version of a top 10 list, which is actually what I am physically buying on the following Wednesday. I physically buy all 10 of these books and read them. Serious. The video is 2 minutes and 15 seconds. And I can't get any of the subs to watch it. Only 3% of my subs watch it. So just 2 minutes. Check it out.
Good time. Awesome. What about you, Hialeah?
All right. I got my Johnson show where we talk sports every Monday at 7. And tomorrow, Inquiry Minds is over. We're rebranding the show. It's called Behind the Comics. It's the same show. We're just rebranding it. Time Behind the Comics. I think it fits a little bit better because that show kind of evolved from when we started. And our first guest tomorrow, 9 o'clock Eastern, is going to be Comics with Bueller. So we're going to be doing that every other week. So it's every other Wednesday at 9. And then I show up in a million other places. So just keep an eye out. And every once in a while, I'll put up another video. I got to put up some more stuff for my, regular stuff. And hopefully some CGC unboxings if those books ever freaking come in.
Yeah. Absolutely. Biggie?
But
man.
Thank you, Jim.
You're welcome.
So I'm at 951 subs. I'm getting there, and I'm gonna get to 1,000 pretty soon. I feel that's getting close. It's getting a little more real. I'm going to be on a power hour with my man's Comic Head 84 Friday nights, 9 p.m. And I'll probably be doing some like sub push. I might sell a couple books on my channel. But the second Friday from now on the hunt, I won the #1 contender, dude. And Dustin, look me in my eye, boy. I'm coming for that hunt championship, and there ain't nothing you could do about it, dude. I know the tone has been greasing your palm, and you're the corporate champion now. I'm gonna get some of that money, and I'm gonna show you how a real American does it, dude.
So on Tony Sanders' channel, right?
Yeah, man.
Right on. Very cool. Well, I am going to drop in here. So I want to thank everybody for coming down. I definitely appreciate everybody taking the time out and coming on the show and talking about what you guys are hunting. Right below here is my Instagram. If you want to be on the show and I haven't reached out to you yet, feel free, please hit me up on Instagram. We got a lot more shows scheduled, and I'm always looking for new guests to come on out. So hit me up on Instagram. Let me know what works, what times work for you, and we'll try to get you on. We are back here on Saturday with Man Cave Comics, DS Comics, and Alex the Comic Hoarder, talking about what they're looking for this year. And it's going to be some serious golden age goods. Fire! be here for that on Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern. On Thursday, I have a treasure hunt video that'll be dropping in the afternoon sometime. And that's what I've got going on. And again, thank you everybody for coming out.
Cool. Thanks for having us.
Make sure you're in the chat. Make sure you sub everybody up, and we'll talk to you soon. And support your local comic store.
This was a lot of fun, Jimmy. Thank you.
We had a good time.
Honors, brother.
We had a good time.
Represent.